Curtain Jerks is brought to you by Audible.com. Get your free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network. Over 100,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android. Whoa! Lightning! Smoke!
Yeah, love to read. Yeah,
Macho Man Randy Savage, what are you doing here?
Yeah, love to read. Talking about reading, yeah, got a book right here,
Hey, wait a minute. You know, with audible.com /audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network.
There's a lot of slashes in there. I don't know if any of those are accurate.
Really? Let me try that again. You know, at audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network, you can read things with your ears on your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle, or your MP3 player.
What do you mean? I don't have to pick up a book no more?
Yeah, you had the most muscular pinky I'd ever seen when you picked up that book.
That's right. See, the problem is that I have with books is they're my enemy, yeah. Because I always get paper cuts. That's why I always got tape on my fingers,
Macho Man Randy Savage, you don't have to cut your fingers anymore on books. You can listen to these books.
No more paper cuts?
No more paper cuts.
The beauty of Audible is I got no more paper cuts, so I can read even more with my ears.
That sounds like a hell of a slogan. The beauty of Audible is no more paper cuts.
No more paper cuts for the Macho Man, no. So you telling me that I gotta pay for no more paper cuts?
See, that's the beauty part, Macho Man Randy Savage. With this, you get a free audiobook once you use the Curtain Jerks promo code.
Free audiobook? Yeah, dig it.
That's free, and then you're also going to be free of paper cuts.
Free of paper cuts, free downloads, free everything. The show is free. I like it.
You know what, Macho Man Randy Savage? You're welcome.
Let's go to the circus.
Let's do it.
Welcome, everyone, to Curtain Jerks, right here on the Comedy Podcast Network. I'm Scott Narver.
And I'm Steve Sears.
We are a comedy wrestling podcast. If you happen to be new to the show and you're wondering, what's going on? Oh, you guys going to give me a full rundown on what's going on? Perhaps some news? Perhaps some
hot ticket items?
Yeah.
Perhaps some
inside scoops? Behind-the-scenes relationships as to what's going on?
No, that's only if you're nude to the episode.
That's right. If you got some stuff hanging out.
Yeah. Then
first off, we appreciate that.
Yeah, that's dedication. That's the only way to listen to this show is fully nude.
Yeah, at work, driving,
in the car, or if you're some sort of delivery driver,
directing traffic.
Yeah,
yeah, we bring you what's funny.
Working in a blender factory, testing blenders.
God, what a fucking paranoid job that would be. You have to work in the nude, okay?
I don't. That way you won't steal any of the blenders. I don't.
And gloves.
And don't forget, everything here is Japanese style. So at lunch, you have it on the mats on the tiny tables.
And if you're gonna read anything, it's from right to left.
All right. Thank you for hiring me.
You're welcome. I'm sorry for yelling at you. Just want to get my point across right from the get-go.
To be honest, I'm terrified of a penis blender accident.
Oh, we've had several of those today.
No, well, common.
Sometimes we have to filter them out to see which ones are on purpose.
Oh,
the penis on purpose.
Yeah, workers' comp. So we're comedians living in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and we love the professional wrestling, and each week we give you what's funny in wrestling.
Or this stuff that's just funny that we thought of because of wrestling.
Yeah, or we just talk about movies.
Or a penis blender factory. Wait a minute. They make penises?
That's right. They make full penises and then they blend them.
I really appreciate the post-bit explanation where we let people know what the show is about, because a lot of the time I feel like if this was a radio show and people were just flicking and all they heard was like Japanese style, then they'd be.
Or we occasionally get the actual professional wrestler listening. It's like Kurt Hawkins like, I don't know, I heard a lot about this Curtain Jerks. Guess I'll finally listen. Penis blenders.
Luckily, that taps into that reoccurring penis blender nightmare he's been having.
Yeah. We're here for you, Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here for you.
Actually, if I was to guess what wrestlers listen, I would probably say your Curtis Axel's probably he's a listener.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
What is a sense of humor?
Yeah, he's
I need a sense of humor.
Yeah, he listens to us and he listens to Fat Man on Batman to find out what love is.
The love of Batman.
The love of Batman. What other wrestlers do you think would listen?
Who do I think would listen?
These are just the ones that we don't know about. I mean, that we know about.
Well, what's the parameters? Who do I think would listen, or who do I think secretly listens?
Secretly listens.
Who do I think secretly
We
listens?
know the people who do listen.
Obviously.
A long list, all right?
Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah, definitely.
King Kong Bundy. The real big guys.
Yeah, the real big guys.
Because they have more laughs inside of them.
A lot more time on their hands.
Mm-hmm. I would say I'm going to go with Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah.
Kurt Hawkins is a listener. Zack Ryder.
Yeah, I think we got a Zack Ryder.
Because they were former tag team partners.
Thanks
so
for listening, Zach.
I think they share stuff.
Or as we knew him back at Mennonite camp, Zachariah.
Zachariah. And I'm also gonna go with a TNA personality. I'm gonna go with Robbie E. listens to this show.
I was gonna say Alex Kelly, but Robbie, I think.
Alex Shelley?
Uh-oh. We just lost that listener.
And I know you just watched that video, but that was from several years ago. Alex Shelley doesn't work there anymore.
Oh. One of the Motor City Machine Guns?
Chris Sabin is the other one.
Oh.
Is that who you meant?
I don't know.
Former world heavyweight champion of TNA?
But he was one of the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yes, there are two of them.
People look bigger when they're not in tag teams. Does that make sense?
People look bigger when they're not in tag teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's because you're not immediately comparing them to the person they're standing next to. Like when you see a bunch of giant people in a room, or you see a bunch of short people in a room, you're like, they're not too short. But you see them by themselves, it's like, whoa, they're really short, or whoa, they're really tall.
So what if, I'd love to see you in a room with the outsiders, that you see Kevin Nash and Scott Hall there, and then the second one of them goes, well, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Oh, you'd see my, just like Stendhal syndrome. I just fall over.
Jesus Christ!
And my eyes would cross, uncross, then go wall-eyed, and then just blood out of my nostrils. I hit my mic.
With blood.
With blood.
So we got a lot on tap today.
Yeah, as you can tell from our opening.
We'll keep some secrets in our pocket. We don't normally tease what we're going to talk about, and today is no exception. I'm not going to tease what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, don't tease. These secrets stay firmly entrenched in our pockets today.
Boo, guys! Boo!
Oh, God, Jesus, Jack Swagger, what's that costume you're wearing?
It's a Halloween costume.
Yeah, what is that?
It is.
I can't place it.
It's the Sackmaster.
The Sackmaster?
Sackmaster.
The Sackmaster?
Shock.
The Sackmaster.
Shock.
Oh.
Zip, 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 zip. Ooh, I've been shocked.
Oh, shock.
Shockmaster.
Oh. I thought it was Sackmaster because I think your scrotum is hanging out.
Oh, boo, scary.
Very.
Yeah, see, I was listening to you guys. It's the only way I listen to this podcast with your stuff hanging out.
Could you tuck that?
Wait. Oh, sure. Let me do that real quick. Hold on. Uh-oh. Looks like I sat in some gum.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I don't want to.
Look, there's some bits of hair.
Yeah.
Tufts of hair.
Yeah, tufts of.
Can you get that for me?
Oh, is there a piece of gum that fell on a barber shop that stuck to the front of your
Yeah,
pants?
look at that. You want to grab this gum?
Oh, yeah, just like this?
Scrotum.
Oh, man, it seems to be stuck.
Okay, I tap.
Okay. I'm sorry, I feel like we got off topic.
Oh, yeah. Happy Halloween!
Hey.
Spooky.
Thanks, Jack.
I brought some spooky spiders.
Okay.
Put those right here.
All right.
Some spooky candy corn.
Are you decorating the studio?
Yes, I'm decorating the studio for Halloween.
You're a couple days late.
What do you mean?
Today is
October 31st. Halloween! Happy Halloween, you guys!
November. I think as of today, it's November 6th.
Well, I've been on the road, so I couldn't celebrate Halloween with you guys at the time, so I'm celebrating now. Happy Halloween!
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you missed Halloween. Yeah, happy Halloween, Jack.
Happy Halloween!
I don't think we have any candy. Maybe let's see if I can. Oh, we've got some ribbon candy. Would you like some ribbon candy?
I would love some ribbon candy. I also brought, for our special guest today, I brought some M&Ms.
Ooh.
Because I know our guest loves M&Ms.
Who's our special guest?
One of our special guests today is Mrs. Dad.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. He's going to drop by today.
It's not rude that we don't know his name, is it?
I don't think so.
All right.
I brought him here because he's the scariest person I've ever seen in my entire life.
Jack, why?
It's Halloween.
Oh. You really think he's the scariest person?
He's the scariest person I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, well.
He scares me.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Hey, you know what?
He looks like the guy who's been hit with toxic waste in RoboCop.
Oh, Emil.
Help me!
Get away from
Yeah, that's the other guy who reacts to him.
Yeah. Oh, Ray Wise.
Yep. I have to assume that you're correct in all of these
I
names.
am. You know what, Jack? I feel bad that you missed Halloween. I feel like ribbon candy isn't enough. I mean, do you...
I brought some makeup. I brought some spooky Halloween makeup for everybody. We can make faces.
Well, maybe we could like
make
peel
a devil
some
face.
grapes and refrigerate some spaghetti, and we could do like one of those.
Oh, have some wine and some cold spaghetti, huh?
Yeah.
Just like the Greeks.
No, I meant like we could do
Just some traditional Greek Halloween festivities.
We could do that.
Having some wine.
We could do that tactile game where the wet spaghetti is the witch's hair, and then there's the eyeballs, which are the grapes. and-
What?
You've never?
That sounds disgusting.
It was a Halloween game where you would have to stick your hands into like a shoebox, and there'd be different types of food, and you'd say it was pieces of a witch.
Oh, see, I grew up in the neighborhood, and we would have we'd have some wine and some cold spaghetti on Halloween
Really?
and tell spooky stories.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, maybe we could tell some spooky stories a little bit later.
Ooh, spooky stories.
You know, listeners, I just want to point out, I apologize. I know it's not Halloween, but since Jack missed Halloween and we try to be good employers, we'd like to, maybe we'll have smatterings of Halloween
Ooh,
throughout this
smattering Halloween stories. All right, well, better just get this gum off my pants. Look at this spooky gum.
I've got
There's-
some scissors.
look-
Would you like me to cut those off?
No,
Would you
no,
like me to
wait,
cut that
wait,
gum
no,
off?
no, no. I was just gonna point out nope. All right, I'll just get it off myself.
Okay.
Okay. You were gonna cut Jack Swagger's balls off.
I wasn't going to cut his balls off. I obviously knew that it was his scrotum.
Well,
Hey, smell my hand.
all right.
It's Jack Swagger's balls.
Oh, that's weird. It smells like pound cake.
What?
Sara Lee pound cake.
Wow, I hadn't... Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, I just call it like I see it.
I also gave Jack your ribbon candy because he's celebrating Halloween this week.
Oh, I was gonna make a finishing line out of that.
Fishing line?
Finishing line.
What is a finishing line?
You know, for like when you run a race, and then you break through at the end.
Oh, you were going to break through ribbon candy?
Yeah.
Careful, that stuff's like glass.
Well, I was gonna hang it high so that way you have to bite through it at the end.
That sounds terrible. I
What?
hate ribbon candy.
Well,
I will reimburse you for your ribbon
thank you. It was $4.
candy. Okay.
I'm waiting for my $4.
My wallet is in the green room.
Oh, all right. Well, I hope nothing happens to your wallet today.
Me too. Me too.
I have been playing WWE 2K14.
It sounds and looks amazing. Would you like to tell me about it?
I would like to tell you about it, Steve. It's amazing. It's a really good game.
Yeah?
I'm really digging it. They did some changes. They did some tweaks.
What are some of these tweaks?
They fixed the sound of guys hitting the ring. Before it sounded like they made up a sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird mashup of sounds. But now it sounds like they actually took audio from when a guy slams into the ring,
That's great.
which
It's very intuitive. I don't know why they wouldn't have done that sooner.
I never understood that either. But that's a nice little addition. The commentary, terrible.
Really?
It's-
Like worse? You don't think that they could have just accumulated over like the last 6 games? They could have just put something together?
They've done that too. There's clearly old audio clips still being used, but JR just sounds tired and sad. It's like they fired him right before they told him to get in the booth.
That's terrible.
Boy, this Diesel sure is upset.
Oh, man.
Stuff like that, where you
you
hear
know
the
what?
clear cuts, so they can just throw in whatever
I
name.
never thought it was necessary to have the commentary in those games. It's
Macho
just-
Man Randy Savage is attacking.
What do you mean? Macho Man Randy Savage?
Well, that's not how JR said it.
But like,
That's if Steve Sears were in the commentary
when
booth.
you watch a live event, you don't hear the commentary, and it's great. It's glorious.
Oh, I should stop telling people to shut up.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to JR.
Shut up, I can't hear. Shut up, stop screaming and yelling and chanting.
I sent you a link which showed several character-created
Yes.
wrestlers, superheroes. Did you get a chance to look at that?
I did. The Superman, Spider-Man, Wolverine.
Green Lantern name.
Mm-hmm. Doing the story mode stuff, which I've never done yet. I've never made the create a guys and then created my own story yet. Because there's so many features in the game. I went through the 30 years of WrestleMania. So there was a lot of cool stuff in there. 2K did a really good job of getting the camera angles down and recreating the moments. Because in the THQ ones, there'd be a lot of awkward body movements. But this one seemed far more natural all throughout.
Okay.
Like a lot of cool touches in there. They occasionally had guys, they took the audio of the promos from the original like WrestleManias where Macho Man's talking about Hulk Hogan, and they just take the animated version of Macho Man and have him do the promo.
Fantastic.
And they took audio from all these little parts. The really confusing thing is they use a referee model that was like made in a game or two ago that's not based off a referee that they have.
So it's just a dude.
It's just a blonde-haired dude, and he's the referee for all the WrestleManias. So it's really his story, I feel.
Yeah.
30 years of this one referee who happens to referee all of these matches.
Who gets to enjoy all of those matches, and he gets to go on his own personal journey.
Mm-hmm. It's a big deal.
It sounds like it. Speaking of big deals, why don't you lay down what the trick is for Beat the Streak? Because I understand you're having some trouble with that.
It's made by Midway, I swear to God.
So what does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that mean? It's made by Midway?
Is that so you do
Mortal
well
Kombat.
You do well for a little while, and then you just get
The
trounced?
second to last boss, you go, motherfucking Goro, what the shit? Like,
Did you beat the streak?
I did. I swear a lot
Bad
when
booking,
I do it.
Scott. Should have retired. Should have retired undefeated.
My Xbox did retire.
Yeah.
It red ringed.
So, well, like, what's the deal?
It's a pain in the ass.
Is it just one match?
Yeah, it's beating the Undertaker. It's beating the final boss in a game. It's so difficult. It is such a pain in the ass, and I thought I've had it figured out where I go, okay, I did it once, but you get unlockables if you do it with Bundy and his actual WrestleMania opponents.
Uh-huh.
And did you think I meant Al Bundy?
Oh, well, when you said Bundy, I was immediately like, oh, of course, the classics.
So they have an option in there where you can lower the AI. You can make it to a minimum of the reversals and the strikes, and you can just make them really dumb. It doesn't work.
That's the Undertaker. Of course it doesn't work.
It's for the game. It's set to do it for the entire game. It worked previously if you had to unlock an achievement by using Shawn Michaels to be the Undertaker. It doesn't fucking take. It doesn't work. You wouldn't be able to beat him.
Me?
Yes.
Probably not. I'm terrible at wrestling games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you bought this game and you wanted to do it, you can't. It's really, 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 really fucking hard.
All
it
right.
took me several tries to do it.
Did you make the Undertaker tap?
No.
You think that's impossible?
I think it's possible, but here's what happens is you lower him down, you get him weak, you do all that stuff, but he has a couple of basically like in any other video game where they gain back a bunch of life and you have to beat the second stage of them.
Does that happen with Undertaker?
Yes, because he will put you in his weird go-go plata.
The Dragon's Gate?
Yeah. He puts you in the Dragon's Gate when you're going to pin him for the first time. You're like, yeah, weaken him.
Oh, so
I
the
can
first
beat him
time you
now.
go for a pinfall, he reverses it into a Dragon's Gate?
Yep, and you got to
Spoiler
get
alert,
out of
guys,
that.
But I want to hear about this because it's a fucking adventure.
It's not a spoiler. Well, if you're trying to do it, you're already going, motherfucker, what the shit? Grr! So you got to get out of that. And then the next time that you have him beat, the lights go out. And then you're all disoriented in what's going on. And then he has a finisher. And then if he hits that shit on you, if you don't reverse it, you got to get out of that. If you can, which I wasn't able to. I immediately run out of the ring.
Nice.
It's so hard. And he
is
reverses
there a
everything.
third one?
You can finally pin him if you're able to after that, if he doesn't get any other finishers or anything. But you have to play so cheap in order to beat him. Mm-hmm. It's so hard. It is so hard to do.
How many times have they blacked the lights out at a WrestleMania with Undertaker?
With I don't know.
Because like to me, it doesn't seem necessary. Like it's WrestleMania, he's kicking ass no matter what.
It's usually he's showing up at some other show.
Yeah, it's a promo thing.
He did it at SummerSlam that one time when it was Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk.
Oh, that was so cool.
And then nobody realized that Jeff Hardy was laying in the ring, and then they swapped him out, and then it was Taker laying there, and then we were high up, and we saw Punk do the look, and then
look left, look right,
and then the oh many feet movements,
yeah,
and then what's going on, and then it was a wave of people figuring it out,
yeah,
and then he sat up and went, holy shit, that's no longer Jeff Hardy.
We should watch that on YouTube later today.
Okay.
I think we should watch that. That's an awesome, amazing moment.
2009?
Who cares? Great stuff.
Yeah. Well, fuck you, everybody else who wants to try and find it.
Oh, yeah. We'll post it
I
on
think
the
it's
Facebook,
2009.
right?
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. No problem. But, it's a cool game. I'm curious if you guys are out there playing it. I'm curious if you've created a wrestler or what they look like. Send those our way.
I understand that whatever DLC you get will immediately put them into the active roster.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, I think, instead of just having to
in the My Universe thing.
Yeah. I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah, incorporate them in right away. And then you can choose to take them out. But it's got a lot of cool features. I haven't even played with all of them yet. I beat the mode, and there's all these championships, there's all these outfits, and I really dig it. I think it's one of the best ones so far.
Cool. That's what they should be. They should be better than the one before it each time.
So I'm excited to see what 2K will do next year when it's just them. They'll have their own template to do whatever they want because they took this one on halfway through.
Oh, from
THQ.
But is it still Ukes?
It's still Ukes, but I'm sure 2K, with they're such a huge franchise, and they will have their own ideas incorporated because clearly they put in a bunch of legends in this one and they had an idea of what they wanted to do.
This is the Legends one, right?
Yeah, this is such a big WrestleMania one where they have so many different.
Ooh, I can't wait for WWE 2K Vengeance.
Whoa, where they go through the history of Vengeance.
Yeah, all 8 of them?
Yeah, you got your Zach Gowans and your Eddie Guerreros and your Chris
Undertaker
Benoit,
coming back.
Sable.
Whoa. Yeah, Sable.
It'll be good.
Or your WWF in your house.
That'd be pretty cool. He's wrestling with a bunch of guys where you go, oh, I hate this guy.
What the fuck are all those guys doing in that garage?
Atom Bomb.
Ugh.
God damn it.
Hey, he was on the cover of WWF magazine.
Do you have that one?
No, but I saw it. I saw a picture of it. He got the cover.
Hey, good for him.
He scored the cover, guys.
Yeah. January 95.
All right.
You know, Raw was pretty big this past week.
I didn't catch all of it, but I liked what I saw.
Well, it's a long show.
Yeah, it's a very long show.
And there's a guy who's, you know, he's in a rivalry with the Wyatts, and then he's not in the rivalry with the Wyatts. You know, he's featured in something that's going on, and then he's not.
It's almost like they almost know what they're doing with him, and then they pull back, or if he's just really disappointing, or if he's got something to, you know, worthwhile to do.
Talking about The Miz, in case you guys didn't know. The Miz always seems to have something going on and then something not going on. I don't know. Maybe it's a problem at home. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure.
But I mean, he's not home very often. So if it is a problem at home, rarely gets to talk about it or discuss it.
Yeah, and we got the holidays coming up, so maybe he's asking for time off. I don't know. I think I don't know how newly married he is, but I know he's married to Maurice. If they're not already married or if they're engaged.
La.
Yeah.
French. She's French.
So I don't know what's going on with the
French
Miz.
Canadian. She's
and
French Canadian.
I want to get down to what's going on. So what better way to do it than to talk to the Miz's dad directly?
Excellent work. Excellent, Scott. I think this is some hardcore journalism that our listeners have been looking forward to. Yeah. And I think it really behooves us to follow up on it.
And people loved listening to Miz's dad when he was on the show before, after that vicious attack that Randy Orton did on him.
Oh, God. What a soul-crunching, just heart-wrenching, really tough thing to watch.
Those reactions by his mother were she was terrified, and Mrs. Dad was not.
Yeah, he was so angry his ponytail burst to his shoulders.
Well, let's bring him in here. Let's bring in Mrs. Dad. So we got him here in the studio. So please, everyone, welcome Mrs. Dad. Mrs. Dad, how are you doing today?
Fine.
I'm sorry. Was getting here all right?
Yeah, it was fine. I was sitting in the green room.
Okay. Did you ever see a wallet?
Yeah. I saw a wallet in the green room.
Did you get it? Is it still there?
Well, I picked it up.
Yep.
I put it on the armrest of the couch.
Yep.
And I didn't want someone to, not know where it was, so I put it back where I found it.
Did you check the ID in it to see maybe I've seen this person around today, I'll give him that wallet?
No, I didn't do that.
Okay, that's all right. Well, that's fine. Moving on. Your son, The Miz, how is he doing?
He's good. It's wrestling. It's his dream. He wanted to be a wrestler, so he's doing his dream.
How do you feel about it at this point? About your son pursuing his dream?
No, it's good. It's really.
Okay, now I'm gonna.
Is that ribbon candy?
Okay, I was gonna. Last time you got very excited about the M&Ms that we had on the table.
What's a giant bowl of ribbon candy? Why? What are you doing with that ribbon candy?
There's a giant bowl of ribbon candy
Are
here.
you guys celebrating Halloween late?
We are celebrating Halloween late.
Traditionally, that's a Christmas candy, but that's so much ribbon candy. I mean, God, what are you gonna do with all that?
Can I point something out just before we get to the candy? There is.
Well, we are gonna get to the candy.
We will get to the candy. There was a wallet in the green room that had credit cards and probably some cash in there. That didn't seem to impress you in any way. You weren't excited by that at all. Then from there, we were talking about your son, The Miz, who has been attacked lately by Randy Orton and the Wyatt family, and he's a major TV star. Again, that doesn't seem to do anything for you, nor does the fact that he's pursuing his dream. He's actually going after his dream. So many people are afraid to do that in this day and age. But yet a bowl of ribbon candy has you breathing very hard through your nostrils.
It's red with white stripes.
Would you like a piece? Have a piece.
Could I have a piece?
You can have a piece of ribbon.
Of that?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Oh, God, it's so hard but sticky in my hands. Well, about my son, The Miz. You know, when he debuted, he used to wear those gloves and that fedora.
Yes.
That was my idea.
That was your idea.
That was my idea.
Did you used to be a chick magnet back in your day?
No, my hands would get really cold.
Okay.
And I'd wear a fedora because my hair's long.
Right.
You know what? You're not going to have any of this ribbon candy?
I feel free to help yourself.
None? You don't want any of it?
Well, we'll probably have some for other guests.
It's got your name on it on the side of the box. It says Scott.
Yeah, but you're a guest and you can have some ribbon candy.
All right, just on your piece. Like I already had one, just so I can have as many pieces as I want.
Here's what I'll do.
I just can't believe you got so much ribbon candy.
I'll take this little baggie right here. All right, I'll take this little baggie and I'll put a handful of pieces in there for you. All right, just if you could, just say trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Okay,
Trick or treat.
I don't want the listeners to be too concerned, but right now you have black liquid coming out of your mouth, much like the penguin in Batman Returns.
Yeah, it's because of the black ribbon candy.
Okay, well, it's
licorice ribbon candy.
You really resemble the penguin in Batman Returns right now.
Yeah.
Do you have a French flipper trick?
A French flipper trick? Things change.
What does that mean, things change? Are you going to run for the mayor?
You're not going to be the mayor.
I know I'm not going to be the mayor. How do you feel about your son with Maurice? Is that
the
exciting?
Marine? I haven't seen it.
No, not that. Well, okay, we can talk about that too. But I was talking about Maurice, the French-Canadian beautiful woman.
Yeah.
You don't care?
Very beautiful.
But there's no reaction. When you see Candy, you start salivating and your eyes they bulge. Maurice. Here's a picture of Maurice.
Very attractive lady. What's? Did you see that behind her?
What? No, I don't. What's that?
Is that a bowl of ice cream?
Yeah.
Where's that bowl of ice cream behind her? Why isn't she?
I gotta tell you that.
Why
bowl of
isn't
ice
she
cream,
eating that bowl of ice cream?
That bowl of ice cream's probably long gone
That's
by now.
what. But I'm looking at it right now. There's a bowl of ice cream right behind her.
That's a still photograph that was taken previously. It's not a live image of her in front of ice cream.
My son's on television.
Yes.
Yeah. The
WWE.
No, I know it's on Monday Night Raw.
Okay. Trying to figure out
My
what your
son.
The Miz.
The Miz. Ribbon
That
candy.
you forgot?
What?
You forgot your son's name. He's named after you, Miz's dad.
Oh. I should have known that.
Well, what about the Marine? Are you going to sit down and watch the Marine soon? You could sit down with some candy and watch the movie.
What kind?
Any kind you want. You're an adult.
Yeah, it's all right. The ribbon candy, I guess.
Are you not allowed to buy your own candy?
What?
Are you not allowed to buy your own candy?
I'm a fully grown man. I've got a giant boy that came out of me. He's a
Came out of
wrestler.
you?
Yeah.
You gave birth to your son.
Well, in so many ways. I put him in somebody, and then he came out.
Somebody.
Yeah, his mom.
Mrs. Mom.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
But yeah, hey, I have no problem making friendly conversation.
But you seem so uninterested by it. It is friendly conversation.
Yeah, well.
So I'm surprised by how much you just don't give a shit about your son and what he does and everything. Instead, candy means the world to you.
Sometimes when I see candy, I make a little motion with my hands. Go like this. I move them like little sausages that are attached to my wrists.
Okay. Well, look. Thanks for coming on the show today. And if you want,
do you mind? Can you mind if I take this rubber candy?
no, go right ahead.
Glasses are fogging up.
Yeah, you have a weird biological reaction to candy.
I love candy.
I see that, and so have some candy. Take the whole bowl.
The whole bowl?
Just say trick or treat.
The whole bowl?
Just say trick or treat. Just say it.
Trick or treat.
Okay, have all the candy you like.
Thank you.
You can leave now
Okay.
by walking out of the room.
All right.
I'm not gonna give you any more candy.
You're not?
No, you have a whole bowl full.
All right.
You're being greedy. You should stop it.
Am I?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna make a trail of candy outside the door. So you take all this candy, okay? You take all these candies.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
I had to lock him out.
yeah, no problem. Where's the ribbon candy?
I gave it away to Mrs. Dad. It was the only way to get him out of the studio.
What about the ribbon candy for Jack Swagger?
Well, look, we'll just take some Laffy Taffy and put some red stripes in it.
All right. Fair enough. Mrs. Dad seems like a real downer.
He just doesn't seem to care about anything other than candy.
Well, hopefully we'll see him on Raw again sometime soon. And I think you know what I mean.
I think I do.
Tell him Curtain Jerk sent you.
Have you seen what that did?
What?
Somebody made a meme out of that.
Well, I think I might have saw it.
You go ahead.
Okay. You vamp, and I'll try to find it.
I'll vamp. You're only a foot away from the microphone. So if you go to our
Can you still hear me?
yes, if you go to our Facebook page, somebody made a meme out of that. I don't know why it's a hippopotamus, but
Oh, I saw that. Oh, did I?
I don't know, Steve.
Did I?
Facebook.com/Curtain Jerks, and you will see someone has created a meme out of it. You could have just gone to Facebook.com/Curtain Jerks.
I don't know how to do that.
You can also type in the search bar, and you'll see it pop right up, and then you'll see it go down a little bit. It's a reaction to one of the things, a little further. There it is, right there. See that gigantic cartoon hippo?
What is that? That hippo's from Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, right?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
I'm not aware of it.
So this is the part of the show where we describe incredibly visual things to you over the medium of audio.
But they can also find this. They can go to Facebook.com/curtain jerks. You're belittling what we do?
No, I was trying to say it at the exact same time as you, but I just couldn't get the consonants right.
I couldn't figure out what you're doing there. It is time for Jerk Tweets. Each week, go to twitter.com/curtain jerks and send us your hashtag jerk tweets. This week, we have Grassberry73 says, Kane in a suit reminds me of a dentist I once knew. Yanker? No. Yankum. Isaac Yankum, DDS. Now, I think we should talk about this first.
It was Glenn Jacobs, Kane, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He played he portrayed a dentist.
He did. He played Jerry Lawler's evil dentist.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it in a segment or was he a wrestler?
He was a wrestler.
Whoa.
I think it was his second gimmick he had.
What was his first gimmick?
Fake Diesel.
Oh.
Yeah, there was fake Diesel and fake Razor Ramon, which I don't know why that didn't go over. And then, for some reason, I don't know why fake dentist didn't go over. Evil Dentist Man, back in the time when everybody had a second job. So we've seen Kane on Raw. We saw last week that he told Stephanie, the monster's yours. And then he took off his mask and hair, and people went, oh my God, and they freaked out. And then
He's wearing a wig.
And Stephanie held it up high. And then this week, during all the kerfuffle with Big Show and being attacked by the Shield and Randy Orton, then Kane came to the ring.
His music hit, correct?
Yes, with fire, but in a suit with the shaved head, but just little nubs of hair.
It was frightening. It was genuinely frightening to see him in a suit.
So it's a corporate Kane. He is now a corporate man in a suit. I love it.
I think
love it.
think it's fantastic also. I hope they change his theme song to an acoustic guitar version of the Kane theme. I think that would be perfect.
Like
Kenny
folk music?
No, like Kenny G or like something like that.
Oh, so you want a little bit of what does Kenny G play? What is that?
Clarinet.
Clarinet. So you want some clarinet
I think
in
if
there?
they did like a Muzak version of Kane's theme, it would be incredible.
That would be really incredible.
Yeah, it would be the perfect transition, and he could still be a badass, and he's as imposing as Triple H. Like that's what I feel like.
More imposing than Triple H, I'd say.
Yeah, you see him in suits, and it's like weird, and like I can't wait to see him get in some sort of program where he wrestles somebody, and it's like tights, and not tights. He's wearing trunks and elbow guards, and like just looks like a weird wrestler guy. Or with the trunks that go up above his belly button.
Oh, so like grandpa trunks?
Yeah, he's wearing like the grandpa trunks.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for what this is going to be because this has dawned a new corporation, basically. Yeah. You have Triple H, you have Stephanie, who are the heads of it all, and then they have their minions. They have Randy Orton as their champion, their fighting champion.
And they've got Korporate Kane.
Yeah, and they've got the Shield as their muscle.
Yeah, it's as their private security force. It's very cool.
They got their vests.
Mm-hmm.
This is I'm really liking this. This is a Corporation 2.0 sort of thing.
Oh, whoa! Well, the phone's ringing. Why is the phone ringing?
Oh,
why isn't this on silent? We're doing a fucking radio show.
Boo! Boo, guys!
Jack, why are you piping phones in?
Spooky phone calls.
Yeah, it's still ringing. We are recording right now.
Because I got a spooky guest on the line.
Well, they're not on the line. They're obviously ringing. Who is it?
It's Corporate Kane.
Really?
Spooky Corporate Kane.
Let me get it. Let me get it. Jeez. I'm putting it on.
Hello?
Hello.
Is this Kane?
Yes. You can call me Glenn.
Well.
Or Corporate Kane.
Corporate Kane. I prefer Corporate Kane.
All right.
You're calling us today. This is very exciting.
That's right. I'm calling you right now.
We rarely, if ever, get call-ins.
Yes. I'm calling in because I'm a corporate man and that's how I do my business.
So the corporation of WWE wants to buy us? We're getting bought out! Yeah! We're gonna be rich!
Hold on.
We're gonna be rich!
Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on,
What?
Scott Narver, Steve Sears.
Oh.
I'm calling in to give you guys a statement.
Oh, fuck, man. I thought we were going to sell out finally.
Watch that potty mouth.
Well, what's the point? You're not buying us.
No, not yet.
Okay. Whoa, hey, all right.
Hey, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear
All
that.
right, cool. I'll stay quiet longer. I'm ready for you guys to hear the truth about the corporation. The new corporation.
Well, you have thousands of listeners listening right now as opposed to the millions that you would have on live television. So at the ready, whatever you want to say.
Big Show better learn his place.
And?
Stay tuned for more details every Monday night on Raw.
Oh, I see. You're doing a plug for your show.
Am I?
You clearly are.
Am I?
You clearly are.
Am I?
You clearly are.
Well, that's good for business.
You're no longer a monster.
I am a monster.
You still consider yourself to be a monster?
Look at this suit.
I can't. You're on the phone.
Look at the phone.
Okay.
Imagine that phone wearing a suit.
That's
terrifying.
I would-
How did that suit get on that phone? How could that phone afford that suit?
To me, it seems like a really silly idea, and I'm laughing at it. It's not scary to me.
The logistics, Scott Narver. You're not thinking about the logistics. When did that phone become aware enough, cognizant to purchase a suit? Or to pick a suit for that matter?
I figure the owner of the phone then put a suit on the phone.
Fair enough. I'm wearing a red tie.
You're wearing a red tie. Oh, to hold on to your hellfire and brimstone roots?
Perhaps.
What do you got planned? What's this whole? What are you getting out of this? What are you in this for?
The money.
You're in it for the money?
I've been working hard for a long time, and now it's time for me to get paid.
What were you getting before?
Lowly 401k.
So you actually have a 401k now?
Yes, 401k.
That's
my new finishing move.
The 401k?
That's right.
That's exciting. What is it?
It's a choke slam.
Okay, but it's just renamed?
The 401k.
The 401k. Which seems weird because it doesn't seem like that's investing in the other guy's future. It seems like you're taking away from their future because you're hurting them.
Irony is expensive.
Clearly it is.
That's a price to pay.
Kane, Corporate
Sheamus is
Kane,
coming back soon.
is that a threat to you?
Maybe. Didn't you hear that he just shaved his beard?
I didn't know.
Maybe he's joining the corporation next. Think about it, Scott Narver. Who's next? Who's joining the corporation? Who's next? Who's next?
Oh my God, Gilbert?
That's right.
Gilbert?
Maybe they're all red herrings, just like my old tights.
Wait, I have to ask you this. I feel like this is something responsible for our listeners. Who did this to you? Was it the Wyatt family? They kidnapped you. Did they change who you are?
Maybe they showed me things I'd never seen before.
Like what?
Like a Fed I could believe in.
A Fed you can believe in?
Like the Fed Reserve. Check out my website.
Oh, come on. Don't plug your website.
All
over
right.
here. We'll get to plugs at the end if there's something you want to plug, but,
All right.
you know, we're good about that.
Okay. Put me in the plug of the week. I listen. I know what's going on.
All right. Well, look, now that you mentioned it, you clearly want to plug your website. So go ahead and plug your website.
MISE.com.
MISE.com.
Look it up. All the answers are there. Top of the pyramid. Eyeball staring at you.
I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going to go to
It's just a plug.
MISE.com.
It's just a plug.
All right. MISE.com. This premium domain name may be listed for sale. Click here to inquire.
Yes.
Is this...
If you're interested in a wonderful website domain, contact me at corporatekane@WWE.com.
I have a question for you. There's a related link on this site. Caterpillar equipment. What is that? What does that mean?
Tiny saddles for bugs.
You sell tiny saddles for bugs?
Yeah, so smaller bugs can ride giant bugs.
What does this have to do with your evil plan?
Misdirection.
Okay, then what about also a related link on here is used forklifts.
Have you ever gotten a brand new forklift and your hands just slip right off the handle?
No?
That's a corporate liability, and Korporate Kane isn't here to take it. Get yourself a used forklift so you can safely move pallets and boxes.
All right, well, there's many more on here, but the last one that I'll address on here is Curve Perfumes.
I'm not sure what that is, but I believe it's a perfume that you smell around the corner from someone.
Oh, okay. I thought it might have been a hefty lady. Like a scent for a BBW, as it were.
Ha 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 ha.
That's
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Comedy wrestling podcast indeed.
well, thank you for the plug, Kane. Thank you for calling us. Thanks for filling us in on what you're up to these days.
Thanks for taking my call. I'll talk to you soon. Maybe we'll do lunch.
MISE.com.
You got it.
Thank you, Glenn Jacobs, Corporate Kane.
The fire still burns.
Where?
Not in me.
Oh.
Whoa. Wow. A lot of insight coming from Corporate Kane there.
Man, maybe we are a new show.
Mm-hmm. When did we... What? When? Like this week?
These scoops that we're getting.
Yeah, you know what? It is a new show. Let's get... Jack, get back in here.
Ooh, you scared me. I wasn't expecting you.
Yeah, sorry.
Turn the scared around on
Thanks
me.
for getting us Corporate Kane. That's quite a scoop.
No problem, guys. Mrs. Dad, Corporate Kane. It's not just because some a-hole on Twitter wanted me out of my position.
Oh.
You guys thought I was getting lazy.
Oh, so now you're upping your game because you thought your job might have been...
Yeah, sorry. Just tapping out the tag team champions and bringing in super A-list guests on the show. Gee whiz, what else can I possibly do? Don't tread on me.
All right. Fair enough, Jack.
Don't tread on me.
Also, the ribbon candy might be in the green room with Mrs. Dad.
I can't take the candy away from that man.
What? You can't share it?
I can't. No, I want to take it away from him, but he's like a sad Down syndrome child. I can't take it away from him. He reminds me of a child I know who has Down syndrome.
Oh, all right.
And he's a very nice kid, but I don't want to take the candy away from him because it's like taking candy from a baby that's more aware, but he has Down syndrome. So he's like, he's really sweet and nice. And there's not a harmful bone in his body, and I just can't do it.
Well, Jack,
And
maybe
you gave it away to him.
You know what, Jack? Maybe I can find you some Tic Tacs or something. All right, just let me.
Oh, what do you? Oh,
no,
yeah.
just as a candy substitute.
oh no, but that's a breath substitute.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's for if your breath is stinky.
I get a
Is
little.
my breath stinky?
No. I get a little candy desperate sometimes, and like sometimes when you only find Tic Tacs, you're like, I'm just gonna eat a bunch of these because there's candy.
Guys, what do you dress up as? I don't get it. I'm the Sockmaster, but what do you dress as?
Scott and I didn't dress up today because it's not Halloween.
Oh, I get it. You guys are dressed up as a couple of a-holes.
Oh no!
Boo! Scared you with the insult.
Yeah, you got me.
Don't
Jack.
tread on me.
You got. Good, thank you, Jack.
You're welcome.
What are you dressed as, Scott?
I'm dressed as a swinging bachelor.
Nice, and I am dressed as a dedicated monogamist.
Dedicated, huh?
I guess.
Just a monogamist.
A devoted.
A devoted monogamist. We also have the _real_LRG says, what does Barrett think of Cena getting a title shot for getting injured when the Fighting Brit didn't?
Jeez, did it have that many Hugh Grant pauses written into the tweet?
No, it was phrased a little oddly. I tried to fix it up. So,
Okay.
What does Barrett think of Cena getting a title shot for getting injured when the Fighting Brit didn't?
Oh, now it's written like the Micro Machines guy.
Hashtag love you, Steve Sears.
Whoa, who said that? Who's this guy's name?
The real LRG.
Yeah, you know what? I think it is the real LRG.
It's not the false one.
No, it's not the false one.
Oh, so look at that. Give us some love.
Authorized, official.
Well, I know Wade Barrett's here.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So we could get his thoughts on this.
I'd like to ask him some questions.
All right. Well, then let's ask him some questions.
All right.
You want me in there?
Oh, jeez. Have you just been out on the balcony this whole time?
Been out on the balcony the whole time.
God, so you're just enjoying the view from the Comedy Podcast Network penthouse?
Enjoying the view of all of Los Angeles, California.
Wow. Well, come on in, Wade. We had a jerk tweet from you.
All right.
For you.
Hold on a sec. I've got to tell you something.
Okay.
And it's good news.
Okay.
Your beard looks quite nice today.
Hashtag Good News Barrett?
Spread it around.
I will. That's delightful. Sorry. So the question is, how do you feel about John Cena getting that title shot coming back from an injury?
John Cena, the man who's been with the WWE for a longer time than The Rock, gets injured, hurts his tricep, and in a matter of months comes back and gets a title shot. Before I do, I have some good news about that.
What's the good news?
It gives me a chubby.
I'm sorry, what?
A chubby.
Like an erection?
No. What?
What? I'm sorry, is chubby some sort of British vernacular I'm not familiar with?
Yeah. What does it mean in America?
It means an erection.
It means an erection.
Yeah, what's a chubby?
That's disgusting.
What does it mean?
That is foul.
What is that?
A chubby in England means a bit of the green monster. A bit of jealousy.
Jealousy,
Like,
okay.
I need to work harder. I've got a chubby in me.
Oh, jeez.
I've got a chubby inside of me that makes me want to work really hard until I sweat.
So
and
you
I'll
could say-
get that title shot.
So you could say you've got a chubby growing inside you.
I have a chubby growing inside of me.
Oh, fair enough.
And I want to release my chubby inside of John Cena. So he has to work harder in order to defeat me.
You know, I just do not remember any of this from Downton Abbey or from any of that Sherlock BBC show.
Well, that stuff, that's television. It's not real.
Oh, okay. So what do you propose? Do you think that you should have a pay-per-view match with John Cena? I'd like to see that.
Yeah. We should have a match at TLC.
Oh, that's
Tables, ladders, and chubbies.
fair enough.
All on the line.
It is. I suppose it is.
One
all right.
chubby against another.
You guys had
Who has got more inside of them that wants to defeat the other man?
You guys had quite a match at a TLC match, right?
We
During,
did. He
the
buried
Nexus
me
days.
under a bunch of chairs.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't want the C to stand for chairs anymore.
No.
Because I'd rather bury John Cena with my chubby.
You with your jealousy.
That's right.
Okay.
My little green monster.
All right. How many eyes does that monster have?
4.
Oh, not just one?
No, 2 in the front and 2 in the back.
What?
Yeah. So that way he sees everything from all sides.
It sounds like a little caterpillar.
Yeah.
No.
Well, if only there was some place where I could get a little equipment for him.
Well, there's
some ring gear for my chubby.
Listen to this episode. I think you might find what you're looking for.
Oh, you want me to listen to the own episode that I'm talking on?
Yeah.
That seems pretentious.
No, you could you get to hear everything that happened before you started talking.
Oh, you mean that content? All right, fair enough.
Then
That
you can
makes
skip
sense.
your own content.
John Cena's got to look out for me.
All right, Wade Barrett. You know what? Thanks for joining us today. If you'd like to go back out and enjoy the view, you're welcome to.
I would.
Oh God, I was gonna offer you some ribbon candy, but we don't have any.
Oh. No ribbon candy, yeah?
Sorry.
Could I take this face paint?
This what?
This Halloween face paint?
I suppose I'll check with Jack Swagger, but I don't see that it's a problem.
Well, you should offer me something. You put candy on the table and then you took it away.
All right, here.
Like an Indian giver.
Here.
Which is your thing.
I'm gonna take the blue, and I'm just gonna put a little dot on your nose, and then 3 stripes on that cheek, 3 stripes on that cheek, and now you're a cat.
You know what I have to say about that?
What?
Good news!
Oh, great. Do you like dressing
Because
up?
I got pussy on my face.
Good News Barrett. Oh, well, God, what? Look, Wade Barrett has got such a great stride. Do you see how he walks around of the ring? He just sort of he's so regal.
Yeah, it's like Superman enjoying his day.
Yeah, he has a Superman jaunt to him.
Mm-hmm.
I like that guy.
He'd be a good Superman
Well,
if he didn't have those tattoos.
also his nose is sort of crooked. He looks like Superman if he was raised on the docks of Krypton.
Yeah. Oh, the Kryptonian dock worker
Yeah, on the waterfront Krypton.
who is left hanging on like one shard of Krypton.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey,
Hey, what
happened?
the fuck, you? Come on.
Come on, who's responsible for this? Superman, eh?
I'll be seeing you real soon.
And then he's all excited that when he comes to this planet and there's a yellow sun that he can do even more dock work because he's that much more powerful.
Hell, I'll just fly the fucking ship over there. Shit.
Oh, man. Man of Steel Part 2,
Dock worker.
dock worker.
I like it. I
Suck
haven't
on-
seen Man of Steel 1 yet.
You got to. It's
I
good.
really want to.
I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't.
We were talking about this earlier today. People didn't like Iron Man 3. People didn't like Star Trek Into Darkness. People didn't like Man of Steel.
And The Miz's dad doesn't like anything that The Miz does.
That's true. Now I think I know how those summer blockbusters feel.
Yeah.
If I was the Miz and he was my dad. If I was the Miz and Miz was my dad. I'm sorry, Dad.
And I'm sorry, Mrs. Dad. Well, that wraps up another episode of Curtain Jerks this week. We had so much to talk about and we couldn't get it all in.
I
We
know.
could never get it all in.
I can never get it all in, Scott.
I can't fit it all in.
Yeah, I can't fit enough chubby. I've got so much chubby inside me, and I just feel like there's always more chubby coming in. Wait, jealousy?
Yeah, so much jealousy.
So much jealousy.
We'll have more next week, and we still have a what do we call it? A Gets Jerked episode that's sitting in the bank.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if we ever told what it was, but at some point, probably before the holidays.
God, what is that?
It's we watched Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain.
Oh, spoiler alert.
It's not. I didn't spoil anything.
I know, I just there's sort of that moment where you're like, hey, welcome to Curtain Jerks. Today's a Get Jerks episode of...
Well, it's also in the description and it's in the title and
Fair enough.
there's all that. So
Well,
that
what's the title for High Noon at Mega Mountain with Curtain Jerks? Oh, Gets Jerked?
yeah.
Okay.
Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain.
It's
Gets
better
Jerked.
than 3 long jerking strokes at the top of Mega Mountain. I think that would be really inappropriate.
That'd be really inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I remember recording that one and really laughing hard during that one, so I'm looking forward to that. And
It
at
was
some
pretty
point
fun.
soon, we'll probably watch something else.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some other things that we're working on right now, some other secret projects, as it were. And those guests that I mentioned, that we're in talks with them still and hoping to figure out scheduling. That's always the tricky part about these guys. They're on
The
the road
train
all the time.
continues.
So we've got that coming up. And as I said, as always, if you rate and review the show on iTunes and send us proof over curtainjerks@gmail.com and let us know what character you'd like to have a personalized thank you from, that we can send that to you. We've gotten some of those, and it helps you guys rate and review that
That's
show.
right. We will get that wrestler to leave you a funny message on your phone.
Yeah, our cast of characters that have walked in today. You heard some people today. They can all leave a message for you.
Hot ticket item, Mrs. Dad. That guy is ready to work.
Yeah. To work out his neck.
Yeah, his workout, his upper neck, his lower
Just
neck.
them jowls.
Look left, look right,
Yeah.
look up, look down.
We can get all those guys, no problem. The actual guest that we're gonna do a serious interview with, a little harder to come by.
Yeah, those
But-
guys don't ask for it.
But that's how these two intertwine. You do those rate and reviews, that helps influence these people do the show.
That's right. That gets our agents off their butts and, really making some phone calls with those payphones by the gas station right by their office.
Yeah, we got to get new agents.
Yeah, we do.
So for Curtain Jerks, I'm Scott Narver.
I'm Steve Sears.
Enjoy your wrestling, kids.
You have received this transmission from the Comedy Podcast Network. For more shows, visit comedypodcastnetwork.com.